Thank you. Representative Schultz, you had a question?
Yes, Madam Chair. Thank you for taking my question. I think I know who you are. Are you the same James Lindsay that is on Twitter as @ConceptualJames?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Madam Chair, I know that this is going to be a difficult question, but I'm asking it since he claims to be a national expert and mean no offense to the committee in my question. But Mr. Lindsay, isn't it true that you have been I guess, examined as someone who has issued death threats against the Jewish community and prominent Jewish activists?
That is not relevant to this bill. And
I mean, I'll speak to that because it's false, and my name is Dr. Lindsay, if you don't mind.
And you're a math professor, correct? Not a sociology professor?
I am a PhD in mathematics who's been studying the relevant academic literature full-time, 16 hours a day, most days of the week for the past 3 years.
And isn't it true you're affiliated with a national white?
Representative Schultz, I've muted you. That question.
The answer to that question is also no. I am affiliated with absolutely nothing of the sort. I can name the organization she's probably trying to insinuate bad things about to try to impugn my motives, but that organization is neither white nor nationalist. It's in fact run by a half Cuban and half of its board is Asian.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I just want to say that because many of the proponents of this bill are claiming that those who oppose this are racist, isn't it important to understand, since this is all ideologically driven, if someone is actually affiliated with a group that is believed to be by the Southern Poverty Law Center a white supremacist group?
Representative Schultz, not necessarily, and I think we will not. I do not believe that either the supporters or the proponents of this bill are racist, and I would not make that assumption. Thank you very much.
May I have one moment to say something about that because it is germane?
It's germane.
Yes, so it is important to understand that one of the beliefs of critical race theory is that all criticism of critical race theory comes from a place of racism or white supremacy, whether that's intentional or unintentional. When it's unintentional, they call it willful ignorance. They suggest, and I can give you a list of citations a mile long. We could talk about Barbara Applebaum's being white being good. We could talk about Robin DiAngelo's white fragility. We could talk about Allison Bailey's paper about privilege preserving epistemic pushback. The belief in critical race theory is that any disagreement with critical race theory must come from motives that wish to support white supremacy and racism. And in fact, they say that people who benefit from that by virtue of the color of their skin or because they are selling out if their race is other than, say, white or what they term white adjacent, have little motivation to disrupt their own racial comfort. That's their words. And therefore have strong motivation to oppose critical race theory for self-beneficial, ultimately racist reasons that help to uphold that alleged racist white supremacy system that they claim is the ordinary operating system of society. So it's very important to understand that it's impossible to disagree with critical race theory without being accused of being a racist or a white supremacist, and you get used to it after a while.